How you doing? My name is Darius Livingston, and I'm an aviation specialist. Been a pilot for like last year now. I got my FCC license with a ship radar endorsement, elements 1, 3, and 9. Like I said, I work hard for my pilot's license. I just got them. Before I got into aviation, I was a DOD mechanic. I worked for the merchant seaman and also through shop transportation under the BMW Bridge, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Williamsburg Bridge. I've been doing mechanical engineering, and of course I'm a pilot now, 20 years. I started when I was 19, like 18 and a half, and I just want to show you guys how to work with your hands, but you gotta be smart and mouth too if you want to be in the aviation field. So there's a high demand in aviation, and I just want to give you guys some pointers on how to do it and what tools it takes. And here we got our little rivets. These the flush head rivets. It's a 3-5 flush head rivet. We got the button head rivets. All here. Button head rivet. I'll show you what it looks like. Why I call it a button head rivet. See? It's a button head on it. That's why they call it a button head. And it's the counter seat rivet. This is for 40 holes and stuff like that. And I've been proud to say I'm a proud father of 8. And I definitely need your support on building the aircraft as well with the EA8 that cost like $25,000. But we'll get to that later. And we'll just give you the aspects of how to conduct a structure plate test. This what it. Some of them look like an end product finish, but at the end you got some high locks here, little high locks and stuff like that. How the structure plates look. This is a structure plate test. Some of them have met plates in them and stuff like that. But I'm just giving y'all the basics of a structure plate test. As long as you know how to buckle rivet, you should be fine in that area. And plus, you always get a little piece of strap test plate for your countersinks. Type of drill bits that we use. 30 drill bits. You got your 40 drill bits. But you're normally going to use the size 21. After you do your 30 and your 40, you're going to drill it up to size. Stuff like that. Make sure you don't elongate the hole. So you have to drill a straight hole before it don't elongate. Here's some drills. Small drills. Air pump. I got my air compressor outside because it's very dangerous. And you turn it on in a minute. For the buck the rivets, I'm gonna show you in a minute how that works. But you got your drill, it runs off air compressor. Your bucking bar, your buck, your rivet gun for your buck. You use that as well. Buck right. See, I like these guns here. You trade in your real guns with these guns. Put some work in your hands. Some work done. For all my people that's like me, put down the guns and get you one of these guns. You'll live long. Alright, man. Got copy tape. Cause interior, I'm a I got avionics license, but I love working in interior, dado panels, sidewall panels, ceiling panels, you know, galleys, laboratories. I love getting down on the floor with the guys and working with the guys and stuff like that. You show them we all got to work together and get the aircraft done in a timely manner. Especially working in the MRO, we got D checks, C checks, B checks. B check is 2 weeks. D check is 30 days to 45 days. Stuff like that, you know. When you get into the tools that we have on here on the table, you got your caliber, digital caliber. Countersink gauge kit. And you take it out the package. It's a countersink gauge kit. You adjust the sides and everything. You go push it on the plate. You adjust the sides. You adjust the hole size too. These are the hole sizes. It's a 30 hole. This is for 30 holes right here. Let me show you where you say 30. Right there, 10 to 30. I don't know if y'all can see that right now. But this for 30 holes. You can't see some of the legends on the tooling because it's real small. But that's one for 30 holes. You got some for 21 holes, and this one is a 40 hole. See how that's a little smaller than that 31? And you got your 21 holes and your 10 holes, etc. and stuff like that. That's the countersink gauge kit. I like to use my electrical drill because you ain't got to worry about the air compressor. So I use electrical, but when I'm in like an MRO, better off using the air compressor. Stuff like that. This is a 40 drill bit. One is a 40, one is a 30. You should see the size in it. So this is a 40, this is a 30. But we're gonna use the digital caliber to see how big is it and what tenths or the thousands places in. You know, stuff like that. Is that 20 like 0.25 hundredths of a thousandth. That's how you're supposed to pronounce it. Get you out. Always make sure you have an airbag. Clean it as you go. Thank you, Father. Thank you. So we're gonna take this 40 and measure with this caliper. Here we got 0.8, 0.6. Leave it right there. 0.6. So we got 0.6 on the 40. My digital caliber. Always double check. When I said 0.8 the first time, now it's at 0.9. Probably been a 0.9 the first time. Oh, there go my 0.8. Well, the concept of this, and I should be back here a little more. 2.4, what up here? Use the blade up here. Go what 0.18, 0.19. So plus or minus 30 thousandths, up or down, plus or minus 30 thousand. But we're gonna go with 0.8. We're going 1.8. Thousandths of an inch. So we got 1.8 thousandths of an inch. That's a 40 hole drill bit. And you got your ones in the first column. Got your ones after this point. After the point, you got your tens. And if you got 0.25, you're in the hundredths place. So that 1.8 is whole. So you don't count nothing past the left. That's the whole numbers on the left. The 0.8 is in the 10th spot. So the 10th, you're in the 10th place. You're in the 10th. You're the 10th thousandth of an inch. And if you was 0.25, it'd be 25 thousandths of an inch. Whatever behind that decimal. So you got two spots behind the decimal. So that's hundredths place. So the 5 is in the hundredths place. So you got 0.25 hundredths of a thousandth. That's how you pronounce it. That's how you pronunciation. You know, my language is not that perfect either, but I'm teaching you how it's supposed to be worded. Okay, now we're going to go to the third place. That is the thousands. So you got after the decimal, you got your 10, hundredths, and your thousands place. You got to know these things if you're going to be in aviation. You got to know your math. And it's simple, but it's very geometric. Lack of a better word. Because you have to know even a black hole have a number. Everything is dealing with math. So we're going to the thousands place. We're the 10th, hundredths, now we're in the thousands. Let's say we got 183. So we behind the decimal, we got 0.83. The 3 is in the thousandths place. The 3 is in the thousandths place. So you have to say 0.183, 0.183 thousandths of an inch. 0.183 thousandths of an inch. Again, 0.183 thousandths of an inch. That's in the third place. That's behind the decimal. That's 0.183. The 3 is in the thousand place. So we got a 0.183 thousandths of an inch. That's again. So we got the tens, hundredths, thousands. So you got behind the decimal one spot. That's the 10. It's the hundredths. You got your thousands place. I know it's bringing you back to grade school. You just gotta refresh because you probably learned it, but ain't grasp it right. Different schools have different levels of education, and the wording can be very difficult for people like me that's from the inner city kids, because we have to learn the lingo. You have to learn the King's English. Quote unquote. When you show, somebody showing you something, you show them respect from showing you something, even though it's probably common to you and you probably can get it faster than others. You still show respect to the ones that came before you. Okay. After that, okay, now I'm going to show you my favorite friend, the square. The square is your best friend in the world when dealing with aviation and sheet metal parts, especially in the structure. It's very handy because you don't want to be off. It's like a level. You want to be always square. You see how I stuff these boards up here. You can use a square. You have to be level. Everything has to be level. So again, I'm gonna just use one of these plates I got because I got other plates coming in. Like I said, it's aviation parts is very expensive. And I'm trying to get a aircraft bird for all ages of students. We can build our own aircraft. And like I said, I can use my mama or son cash out or whatever, something like that. They'll put it in the titles one day. But I'm just making sure y'all grasp and get it. Like working with your hands and being a simple man, there's nothing wrong with it. And this is it's all dealing with all sorts of lights, and you can build a whole building with just knowing regular math. Math is the main objective in dealing with aviation and in the world we live in today, boys and girls. So that's just what it is. But I have a sheet metal plate that I have did some time ago, and as you can see, these holes don't line up. You know? See it? And you see that bend radius in there? It's a bend radius. We're gonna come back to this bend radius. Bend radius is very important because you drilling on a bend radius, you don't want no holes drilled on your bend radius. So here we go again. So on this little piece, sheet metal piece we got here, we're just gonna melt it. You see that? That's the bend radius line. So just gonna measure it. You got probably like a 1.5 inches, something like that. You see? See that bend radius? So we gotta get, since we so close to the bend radius and to the ED, that's what we spec ED. Edge distance, you probably can't see it as right now until I get my board right and set up a little better. But the ED is very important, especially dealing with aircraft structure parts. You gotta always make sure you have your ED and do not mess with your bend radius. So again, you see that bend, that line right there, that's your new line that you're starting on right now. That's what they're wanting to have, to make sure you don't drill inside your bend radius. Alrighty. So what I got here, I got 1.5 here. Alright. So I'm gonna take out of this 1.5, I'm going to go 0.4 on each side, the bend radius and the ED. So I'm not gonna go. They normally tell you to go 1/2 inch, but in Embraer they want you to go 0.4, not 1/2. So different MROs in different places, they have different, well not different. Either it's gonna be a 0.5 or 0.4 ED, but you gotta make sure you have ED. All right. And I'm about to just do my ED right quick, line up and make my lines. And as you see, 2 black spots right there. That's my 0.4. Now I gotta get my .4s all the way down. And always double check, double tap. Alright. Got my 3 dots all the way down. Now when you square come in handy. Always use your square for everything, especially measuring. Then you take the square, you line it up like that. Make sure all these holes lined up, because on the other one, as you can see, these holes do not line up. You gotta make sure all holes line up properly, and then they are an inch apart from each other. So we got this one. Come down, getting our ED on the other side. This ED, this the ED, edge distance. That's what ED means. Alright. Just straight line there. You got your straight line. Got your ED. We'll show you how that comes. Make sure we ain't too close to the line. The edge distance or the bend radius. So you got that. We ain't too close to it. You got ED. You not on this bend radius. Now I'm gonna start writing it down. 1 second. Here we go. See that? So I got it in a box. Everything's lined up. See that straight that is? Now I got my bend radius and my ED. See that ED? I got my .4 over there. On both sides. Boom, boom. See that box? Solid. Now, I'm going to take my ED where I got, and I'm going to make my holes go straight down here. I'm going to keep my holes an inch apart. Get ED from here, which is .4. And then I'm going to go make my holes. I'm going to get my ED from here, .4, and go all the way down. I already got my box, my line squared up. It's square. You know, it's straight. So now I'm about to measure my hole, get my ED on the edge distance on one side, then go an inch after each hole. After I get my first ED on one side, then I can go down 1 inch until the end of the frame, until I get my ED on the other side. If I run out of ED, that's when I stop. Well, let me just put it together right quick. Our ED the first time was ED from the bend radius. So make sure everything do not drill through the bend radius or put a hole through that bend radius, because that's not good. I'm gonna go 4.5 because I don't want to be too close to the edge distance. Again, this is the bend radius. Now make sure I have my ED away from the bend radius and my edge distance. See? So from here, I can start drilling my holes. After I make sure I have an inch in space. But here's the beginning. This is where I can start. But I gotta make sure I got my bend radius, ED for the bend radius, and my ED for my edge distance. So it's very important about that. Okay. Now I'm gonna go down and see how many holes can I fit inside of the L bracket. So I want and make sure all of them lined up and not be like this one. So here, I got my 5 holes, but I still got room on my L bracket. But I just make sure that I have an inch apart. After I get my ED, which is 0.4, 0.4, but it can be a 1/2 inch as well. But certain places want a 0.4, so I just be in the middle with a 4.5, or 4.4 basically. But I have my ED for my bend radius and my edge distance. So I got it started here, and I make sure I circle every one, because I don't want to get confused, because this is my box. This is my square, making sure everything's lined up. So I want to make sure I want to drill the hole at the right location. So I marked it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and after you get to your 5th hole, you stop, regroup, breathe, and then you go at it again, because you always want to stop on your 5th hole, but just in case you make a mistake, and you can catch your mistakes early, and you don't want to. You want to make it a minimal mistake. Keep your mistakes at a minimum. Like a 40 hole, because you always can plug a 40 hole back up and smooth it out. Even if you do mess up on edge distance with a 40 hole, you can still catch it with the 40 hole and patch it. So just make sure you keep your mistakes to a minimum. Let me go ahead and finish with the rest of my holes. Total, I got 8 holes total across my L bracket. You see? Bend radius, edge distance, bend radius, line up holes, 0.4 ED, 0.4 ED, right here. Make sure you got your edge distance. 0.4. And I can continue to go down here. So I got 8 holes that I will be drilling, but I'm just marking it up, making sure everything's lined up. So now I have my bottom row right here to do. You see how it's all lining up? Where it had just looking like lines, and you were like, what the world is this? The lines are square. Make sure your lines are all straight, and do so with the square, and it'll all come together as you continue to work. Let me do the bottom row, and then from there I'm gonna show you the bottom row, how it's lined up. Then I'm gonna go use the drill, electrical drill, that I will turn on the air compressor in a second. And just give me a second. I just want to make sure everything is all right. Double check, double tap. Since I already have my ED at the top, everything, I can just bring my lines down. Let me show you how that's done. So I take my number 2, well, I'm at 2, I line that up and go straight down. And there is what X marks the spot. Once that cross, once I put that line there and it cross, that's where my hole goes. I'm just kind of old fashioned. I do stuff the whole way, but it's shit. You're better off doing it the whole way to stay solid, to know what you're doing. And make sure you don't draw too many lines you'll confuse yourself if you don't know what you're doing. But we know what we doing. So what we got here? Bang. Probably looking like a Chinese arithmetic to y'all now. But it'll be straight after we drill the holes. You'll see it all lines up from here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 holes. And we'll go down here. So when I say X marks the spot, it's a 1. Now skip that. That ain't it. See that 2? Go down from the 2. It's 2. See the 3? 3. Where we break planes at? It's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have our hole. Boom. Right there, the X, that's where we drilling our hole. Drilling our hole at the X. Alright. About to drill these holes up. I'm gonna double check it. Making sure everything lined up. Alright. Make sure you always have your safety protection on, safety glasses, gloves, stuff like that, etc. Because sheet metal, cutting your skin, stuff like that. It will cut in your skin. You think that little sheet metal flakes is just something you can swipe it off? It's digging into your skin. That's in reality. So you want to be careful. Make sure you wear long sleeves when you're drilling sheet metal as well. Alright, we about to get these holes drilled. Make sure your damn drill don't run on you. Like I said, keep everything straight. drill don't run on you. You probably want to use a base or something. I got a little small base right here. Yeah, I just normally just do it, stand it up. But I can't show you how that. Gotta show y'all supposed to put it in the base. Sorry about that. Base 30, you know. Again, make sure your hole's not elongated. Sometimes you might have to call walking the dog, fixing your holes. When your drill run on you, you gotta walk it back. We got 4 holes. 5th hole, take a break. See what we got. It's our 5th hole. I'll show you how it's lining up. Then we'll go ahead and finish it out. So it's lining up. Finish it out. And we might just do button heads on this one. We're gonna see. Probably do the countersink tomorrow. Countersink was tomorrow at 3 p.m. Just gonna probably just put the button heads in. Probably buckle. And then to show you the countersink for tomorrow at 3. Always check your work. Double check. Alright, I'm on my last 2 holes. Bear with me. Alright. Doing 1 row. Everything's in 30 thousandths of an inch, plus or minus 30 thousandths. See how they lining up? Straight. See how the other ones was on the last one? See how they didn't line up? See how that don't got its ED on that one? See? That don't line up. That don't line up. Too close right there or something. And then you got it. Don't line up. But this all lines up. All lines up. Alrighty. Alright. Thank you for God. Now, you need to divert. After you divert yourself, you start putting in your 40 holes, your 3-dash. I'll probably make it a size bigger just to show you guys different size holes and different size rivets. You don't want to confuse anyone either, because it be confusing as well. So the hole not confusing. Just let you see how it looks. I can't use some of my stuff because it's very expensive. So I just use what I can to show you what I got. A second. Both on button heads, right? Correct. But one size is bigger than the other. This is a 40 vivid. Like a 3-5, smaller. It's smaller. This is the 316. More bigger rivet, but shorter. Like a stubby. Got all different types of rivets and rivet sizes. But I believe this is a 21 hole. But we're working on the 40 holes right now, and I don't want to confuse you with this 21. I just wanted to show you how similar these rivets are. You have to be very careful. The AD, all day rivets, the DD, Owlclad, bare metal, even the material of the sheet metal. You get 50,000, 60,000. So you gotta burial Owlclad. You gotta know what you got and take it from there. So now, after I divert, you use my divert tool. It ain't come in the mail yet, but it'll be here. I just normally use my drill or something. Drill bit. Burr it like that. With a little drill. One side, this is a step drill. You can use one of them. But my divert kit is coming in the mail now. But you can also use one of these. While you're here, you might just step up these holes with the step drill bit, and just put it in the shorter ones. We gonna see, and we're gonna take it from here. But we can go. We at a point that we can go anywhere from here. As long as this your 40 hole, your 40 hole is your safe hole. Yeah. From here, you go to different, you can go to different various hole sizes, bits, counter locks, high locks, all different variations of rivets and stuff like that. So we just gonna focus on what we have right here, and that is my 3-5 AN 470 A 3-5. See how the rivet's sticking out of there? We're gonna buck that rivet on today. Just gotta make sure everything's lined up. And then tomorrow at 3, we're gonna drill this part, countersink this part, and put in flathead rivets. Alright. And it's very time consuming. And again, mouth. After you get all your rivets in, I like to put tape over my button heads so I don't mess up the structure of the sheet metal, the sheet metal structure. So you know, I'm just protecting it as I work on it. Impact. Got some more electrical tape here. I like using shorter rivets, but I want to show you the concept of this 40 hole. 40 hole is the most important hole, one of the most important holes, but you can fix your mistakes with a 40 hole. Just keep your mistakes to a minimum. But I got my 40 holes in. Now I'm about to butt it. So now I gotta turn on this air compressor. It is kind of loud, guys. So when I turn it on, go ahead and bucket. Show you guys finished product, and I'll be on tomorrow at 3:00 p.m. and show you the countersink side. Now, just a second. As you can hear, that's the air compressor out there. Again, we got different variations of butt head sizes. You see? It's like a 40 holes, 30s, it's a little bigger size right here. You see? But I just put tape on it so it don't damage the structure of the sheet metal. And don't play with the air compressor. And that's why I need to hurry up and both these rivets. Alright, here we go, you guys. Buck the rivets now. Putting a little tape on it. The blue one, smaller size. Double tap. Always make sure. And I'm gonna get my back wisdom pulled out too soon. Anyway, crap hurt. But see that? That's what we want. We want that. Perfect fit. Perfect. Rivet gun, 3X. 4X. It's a 4X ribbon gun. Alright. Put my thing in the thing. In the face. Make sure it's secure, locked in. Bucking bar, 4140. Okay. The old lady be on with a minute, so we gotta hurry up. All right. Here we go. Make sure you on the head, the ribbon head, and just lace the bucking bar lightly on the back. You're gonna hit it. You hear the third clap, you let go. Hear that? Hear that? Probably gotta take 1 or 2 out, but that's a good thing, especially if I'm showing you guys how to do it. Showing you, keeping everything to a minimum, still perfect. And in the words of Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, how you like those apples? See that? They're the books. And if it's a bad one, you drill it out, take it out, pop it out. So we probably got to change 1, 2, 3. We got to change out 1, 3, and 8. So we can do that right quick. I can show you how to drill those out right quick. And then tomorrow we can buck them and then counter seat the other side. But you see, that's a good buck tail. See them buck tails? That's what we looking for. We looking for those buck tails, round buck tails. I'm telling if that's air compressor because it's very thin. Give me a second. Alright, you guys. Had a great day with this YouTube. My son is going to edit it and stuff. So we got a long ways to go. And, this is just the basic concepts, but there's a lot to it, way more a lot to it than what I'm saying. But I can give you the concept, the basic concept of patch. You put 2 different metal, the metal thickness, barrel outclad. And at the end of the day, just make sure you have a nice buck round tail. That's it. So, and some of the stuff you can just smooth it out. We can use this, you know, in certain areas, certain spots. If it's not too messed up or need to be replaced, definitely fix it. If you got some primer, but it's the best thing to do is replace it, but you don't want to keep drilling the same hole and taking out a rivet and drilling and taking out a rivet and drilling, because that hole in the structure of the sheet metal, it becomes weakened. So you don't need that at all. So once or twice, 3 times you push it, and then just go get some help, because you don't want to weaken the frame of the aircraft. You might just need a bigger rivet size, or drill it up to size of something, or you're in a tough spot. You're in a tight spot. They used to always put me in little small spots because I'm skinny and I can reach, stuff like that, and get in the cracks. I can get in there and do the job. I'm gonna show you how to take out one of these rivets. Even though it got a good bucktail in the back, kind of got like a smiley face in the front, we don't need that. So we're taking out 1, 3, and 8. Remember I showed y'all? And I should be having on gloves right now, but I'm just gonna drill out this button head right quick, show you how to drill out a button head. Matter of fact, put on my gloves now. Sorry about that. Sorry about it. Gotta be professional. At all times, you just be professional and know where you at. So you drill straight through the button head. In the middle of the button head itself, you drill straight through the middle of the button head. You lay the rivet bit on top of the button head, and you put a little pressure on it. And you drill straight through slowly. Well, when you get better at it, you'll go a little faster here. But you need to drill straight through the button head, and you can feel it. You wiggle it. You feel it, and then the button head will pop off. Or you can drill straight through. But I'm a professional. I can just do what it do, baby. Excuse me, sorry about that, I'm professional. But I'm a professional. Once you become a professional, you just take the whole head off like that, Alrighty. So I'm gonna just take the heads of 1, 3, and 8, and then we're gonna close this up. I'm just gonna show you how it looks. I can talk about aviation for a while. I'm very passionate about this. I love doing this stuff, man. I love working with my hands, and I love being a pilot. I just love everything about aviation because it's always something to learn. And I love math as well. And I'm just so thankful for meeting all the people I met in this world, going across the world, meeting all these different people. I'm thankful. I really am. Alright. Enough of me. You take out these button heads. Then you punch too. I got my punch right here. said, you know, I could drill straight through it too. But I just want to make sure I ain't damaging nothing. So as me being a professional, I just go straight take off the button heads. Just take off straight off the heads. Drive the drill bit straight through the middle. Pressure on it. Wiggle, no wiggle. You can feel it. You'll be able to feel the rivet as it come off. It takes time, but you'll get it. Then when it's after a while, you just be professional. But it takes like 20 years. Yeah. But I got one that was 3. 1, 3, and 8. I think I can fix 8. Nah, gonna do that one though. Alright. I know I've been missing out on the clean as you go aspect. I'm about to do that now. Sorry about that. It gotta be clean for me. This little staying clean. And this part of rushing, doing out of my element. But I'm gonna get into it right now. As long as I got a drill in my hand, I'm in my element. But cleanliness is next to godliness, and you need to clean yourself up. You know, that's why I got my air vent. I'm about to clean my floor in a minute. Get the stuff off of here. Sheet metal is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Right? So yeah, this finished product of what we got going on today. But I feel like y'all already, aviation mechanics already, y'all did good today. Good, but all you know, y'all did very good. I need to fix my boards and stuff over there, do a little, more training and being up to par with this internet stuff. I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy, so just give me time with this internet stuff, man. But anyway, you see how I took the button head off? 1, 3, and 8. The heads are gone, but the buck's tail's still in the back. Now, why is that? I can drill it through. I can hit it with a punch. Sometimes hitting it with a punch, yeah, it's alright. For me personally, I drill it through as well. Because drilling through is more better. It seems like I'm damaging the sheet metal when I do this a little bit. I don't like it. That's why I just drill it. Or you can use your dice. Just make sure you don't mess up that hole or damage the structure of the frame or the helper or the plate. Hang it. Don't do this if you're a beginner. I'm just, you're official, you good. Gotta go out 1, 3, and 8. It's open. No elongated holes. Let y'all see that right now. Straight holes. Straight holes. Holes inside the structured aircraft plate. This is the L bracket. It's a bracket plate. Something for like mounting a WAP or something, or electrical system. One of those systems they have in the avionics bay, or transformer and receiver, some type of bracket, maybe a wire bracket, stuff like that. Now all we gotta do is put some more rivets in those and make them look like ones that's already done. Okay. Probably gotta take out another one, but you got the concept. You got a butt head. All we gotta do now, countersink top row, drill with 40 holes, countersink, then everything's gonna line up. So you got the button heads down here, and we're gonna have the countersinks up here, 3-5. That's the mark. And that includes the teachers for today. My name is Darius Livingston, aircraft pilot, Livingston. LCC license, ship radar endorsement, elements 1, 3, and 5. I'll let you, boys.